Hello guys, and welcome to episode 66 of my Empire Total War campaign, playing as Great Britain on very hard difficulty. Today we're going to be taking our army and attacking New Orleans, so let's go ahead and get on with that. There is an army in our way, but we can crush them. This should be a relatively simple battle. Let's go and fight it on the battle map. So by taking this settlement after winning this battle, we will do a lot of damage to the Pueblo. And since there's an army here, it does make it very likely that their second settlement will be relatively undefended. So I might not stop to replenish like I had previously planned to in the last episode. I might just carry on through and just destroy the Pueblo once and for all. Since it's going to be a relatively simple one, I think we'll just keep things simple, in a sense that we'll just have a long line like this. I'm a little bit concerned about this right side though, that's not very nice. This is all my militia as well. I can just all spread those out massively. That's fine. Do I want the cannons on the flanks? It might be okay. We do have our pikemen sort of cover them. I might even have these guys all move across as well. I'm going to just group them so that I can do that. There we go. Might even have a couple move over this side as well. Just in case. Yeah, then we can just have all of the militia spread out as far as they can. Okay, awesome. Hoping I could maybe put some grenadiers or the cannon on top of that. That would have been nice. Nope, we cannot do that. We'll put that lonely cannon there. Have these guys come back behind. I might keep these grenadiers next to this cannon. Let's go ahead and start. We will speed things up. My gun will fire away here. It looks like we are going to get attacked on the right flank. So what we're going to do, probably just bring back my men slightly. On that side. That's fine. They're going to go for this single cannon. I can feel it already. We are going to try and kill off as many of these tribal gunners as we can. It might be worth looking out for canister. Yeah, we were just about in range. Oh, those are some good shots actually. And now they're just going to run across in front of all my dudes. Hopefully they're going to kneel. We do have fire by rank, so don't know why they're not. Oh well. This cannon will be firing shortly. Hopefully. Because saying that, I think they did get hit by some of the guns from those horsemen. Only 2 men left. God, he keeps taking cover like the cannon's going to fire. Okay, that cannon's just donezo. I am very surprised though that the fire by rank isn't working here. Alright, at least we're killing them off. That's fine. Alright, there we go. Hessian Grenadiers showing us how it's done. We do have grenades available. I think we're just out of range though. Gonna let my dudes reload. Okay, maybe not. Try and get the grenades in there. Or meant. Oh, ouch. Oh, that did a lot of damage though. That did way more damage than I expected actually. And what I am quite surprised about here is just how long this battle's taking. Is that it? Are we already done? I can't believe that that's it. I swear there's more men. I'm gonna have my guys move out here. If we can maybe kill off the Native American Lancers, that might be it. I swear there was more men than this though. They're gonna ambush us, aren't they? That'd be quite amusing, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, they are. Crap. Rip. Spoke too soon. I was definitely sure there was not more men. Oh dear. Right, whatever. It's fine. We do have like these strong units here, so let's just have more men come over. I do have my grenadiers as well. They can both come over. They should do a lot of damage actually. That one last guy trying to get into the line in time. So we're doing quite a lot of damage. And we're not taking much in return, which is good. What we're going to do is get some grenades on them. Right, those guys, Native American Lancers there, they actually managed to rout my pikemen. I think what we're going to do here is just charge them down, because this is ridiculous. We outnumber them completely, so we just need to get the job done. The rest of these men may as well be on their way over here. Medicine men are actually pretty good in combat though, that's one problem. But at least we do have the new charge bonus on our bayonets, so that's good. Which means we probably line up behind these guys, charge into the back of them and do quite a lot of damage. Alright, we'll end the battle there for the heroic victory. Not the cleanest fight, but yeah, it was alright. I could have just brought over all the men and just absolutely overwhelmed them, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
Sorry, sir.
Alright, time to take that settlement. Oh wait, we can't? That's weird. Right, fleet has arrived in the Ivory Coast. Time to take that. Wow, there's a couple of dudes there. I think that's fine. We're actually going to leave them there. Yeah, that's the big navy, isn't it? Actually quite scary. Fortunately, our navy is still pretty big. And that's going to generate us 4,539. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 galleons. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 galleons. 2 second rates. That's an extremely scary navy. This is the reason we left the Ivory Coast in the first place.
Your Majesty.
I'm really annoyed though that we can't take this settlement. Maybe we can.
Sound the call to battle.
Like if I get my general to jump out of the army. Well, not even a general, but like just a separate unit. Why are they refusing? Alright, whatever. We can just attack them. I'm gonna not auto-resolve this, because it could end badly. Maybe it's just because of the cannons, right? We're gonna have to wait on reinforcements here. And then just charge them down. They are only like native tribesmen. With no particular good skills. They don't have tomahawks, they don't have good melee stats. We should be fine. Gotta surround them. Get like 4 units of infantry in. And then it'll be job done. Don't care about the cav. I just need like 4 units of militia. I could maybe even use Roger's Rangers a bit. Don't care about those guys. Where are these you guys even going? All the ones that are just walking in are walking straight to the middle of the map. Nice and foggy. Give them that. The idea here is quite simply to just surround them and then we'll just charge. Or we could just shoot them to death. We could do that. They're going to be just in range here. I think it's just charge time, honestly. It's going to be over before we know it. We did lose quite a few men there. Yeah, these guys are being flanked. These guys are getting hit from both sides. Right, they're attacked in the rear. They've got that penalty. I'm pretty sure that's just it, right? Yep. Slaughtered. Absolutely slaughtered. End the battle there. Job done. It's silly how I have to load into that just to make sure that we don't lose the battle. Because I feel like if I'd clicked the auto-resolve there, because I'd only attacked them with like 16 men technically, we would have lost. And that would have been pretty bad. But we don't want that, so we're going to get rid of it. And we can actually get into that province with a few more men.
Forward!
Maybe we do replenish, right? Seems like a good idea. Then we just move on to Texas and wipe them out.
Ready for
How many
orders.
units can we get in here? I'm assuming it's every unit except from...
Supplies. March!
Yeah, the
And
cannons.
awaiting orders.
Okay. And that's going to cost us 8,000. Is it worth it? Because the thing is, after we have used this army, we're going to have to ship it to Europe. And these are all colonial units, really. They're not as good as mainline units.
Yes.
It's fine. We still need to kill the Spanish in America, so that's okay. Alright, region captured. Recruitment report in New Andalusia. And fleet arrived. We already did that, right. Where is our army in New Andalusia? How did we recruit those men? Ah, it was down here, wasn't it? Yep. That was it. I think since this army is pretty large, and I'm not sure there's many men in here,
Watching and listening.
we should just be able to go and attack them. Yeah, that's easy. Easy take. Time for this army to move out.
Prepare for war.
Lovely. Okay, that means we don't need to recruit any more men there. These guys will be done in 2 turns. We can build this into probably a trading port would be best, because we do have quite a few plantations here. We can probably get rid of this meeting hall. What does a burial ground do? Completely pointless for us. We're going to get a trading port. I do also maybe want to recruit some more dudes. How are these guys looking? They're all replenished. Can they leave now? I think they probably can.
For orders.
Yep.
For crown.
So we'll just get all these guys together and start heading them down this way. Because I'm going to need to split off an army to go and take Santa Fe. So having extra men is always a good thing. In terms of our income, we get 9,000 next turn. These guys have all replenished now. I think we're going to send more to Munich.
Your orders, Your Majesty.
I also need to fix up the guns, so we'll do that. Yeah.
By the left. March.
We'll have these 3 men move to Munich. We'll then fix up the guns and have them join us at Munich. That is fine. As for our fleets, this fleet's still blockading. This army, they need to get into Portugal, or into Lisbon, sorry.
Crown and country.
Now we're going to recruit some dudes. I might even get 12-pounder foot artillery, like howitzers. I think they'll be quite useful, and I want to try them out. But other than that, I'm pretty sure everything's done, right? Leopold's army is looking absolutely fantastic. Hector... I mean, these guys probably aren't needed anymore since the Swedes have backed off, but if the Swedes declare on us, it's going to be important to have all these, like, little militia units sitting around just to protect the ports. At the end of the day, their upkeep is what, like 90? Oh, 180, a bit more than that. I think it's still worth it though. Let's end the turn. Spain didn't attack us at the Ivory Coast, which is nice. What I might do when I get there with the second trade fleet is sort of split the galleons equally between the two. Because then it's less likely that the Spanish will actually attack the fleets. Or maybe it will make it more likely, I don't know, it might be better to just have one that's really strong. And then the other go to like Brazil or something. Saying that, in the past it hasn't stopped fleets coming to Brazil to just destroy us. I think the Savoyans did that once. Okay, nothing too much going on. The Inuits kind of just stacking in that settlement. Technological advance. Interchangeable parts. I love the way it's a head that changes to an accept symbol. That's hilarious. Building constructed. Great. Works on strike. They're fine. Election results. This guy's terrible, isn't he? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Right, let's go in here. Ministers, we need to boot this dude. That's much better. 5 stars, thank you very much. Excavation of Herculaneum. A new academic work is shedding light on the fascinating world of antiquity. Published by Herculaneum Academy and sponsored by the authorities La Anticita di Herculano Esposta, is a full account on the ongoing excavation of the Roman city Herculaneum, buried under volcanic ash during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, the same cataclysm that destroyed Pompeii. It is anticipated that when completed, the work will extend to some 40 volumes, complete with numerous copperplate engravings and illustrations. Detailed within are an incredible wealth of ancient paintings, bronzes, lamps, lanterns, candelabra, sculptures and other antiquities so far recovered. Though the original work was not intended for general publication, such is the level of interest that pamphlets and books of excerpts have already appeared, and the beauty of the objects is already influencing tastes in design. Okay, new town emerged. Very nice. Add in there. We do need to build a couple buildings here. I think we just go for... What's the... It's 100% Protestant, so we don't need a school. We're just going to build 2 craft workshops. Lovely. And what's this? Just some warrior society.
Your Majesty. March!
I'm going to build this into a magistrate. Lovely. And recruitment report's done. Public servant dies. And fleet arrives.
Officer on deck.
How many do we have here? We've got 6, sorry.
On our way.
We had 8 in here, didn't we?
Yes, my lord. Any orders?
So I think we're going to move 1 to this navy.
Aye, sir. Ready and waiting.
That way we have 7 in both.
Orders?
And that should deter the Spanish from attacking us. Hopefully. But we're up to 13,000 income. I thought it would be more than that, but that's only 3,000 and 3,000.
Officer on
Pretty
deck.
disappointing, actually. I thought each of these Indiamen individually gave us like 500. Maybe it's because we're contesting the trade with other nations? Maybe that's a thing. Didn't think about that. Or maybe just the trade in the region goes down over time. Maybe. Oh well. Let's have this army continue downwards. We'll have this guy jump in there. That's formation. This guy's going to move up this way to check for armies. There is one coming down, but that is fine. Right, now we go back to Shakily. He's fine. Merryweather is fine. He's not moving because he's replenishing. I might not replenish these guys, actually. I might even disband them. Not very good anymore. Goodbye, pikemen. You've been with us from the start.
Yes, sir.
Then we're just going to merge these dudes for now. Actually, I might not merge them. I might make this just a secondary army that can go and take Santa Fe. It's going to need a few more men than that, though. So Leopold is the one in Hanover. These guys need to move into Munich. This cannon is still replenishing, so that is fine. And then we have Benedict, who is going to recruit himself some more dudes. Now Grenadiers are only, what, 10 upkeep costs more per turn. I might grab myself a couple just because they're decent in melee combat. Other than that, we'll just get a couple more line infantry, and then that's going to be, what, 4 more slots taken. Yeah, that is fine. Well, then we'll have this navy come and pick us up, take us to the island of Cagliari. Good. That might end up taking out the Spanish navy. How's our research looking? We have Umana that we're not even using. Can they even research anything though? I think we have everything researching. Oh, there is quite a lot in the philosophy tree that we haven't researched. Whoops. Probably should have been doing that. We're quite far behind. Although this does give us minus happiness, which is really quite shit. From Clamour for Reform, which is, yeah, just irritating. Oh well. Just check this agent. He's nearly full animist there with that guy. This guy's going to need to jump on a boat at some point, so we'll put him in the port. And that is about it. Okie dokie. Do have 2,000 more cash to spend. I'm just not entirely sure where I want to spend it. I might actually upgrade some of these buildings so they are no longer native buildings. We could also maybe start changing some of these from farming. Actually, since this isn't even built, I think we should probably build it. But before we do, let's go into our government. We'll go to trade and see what's worth more. Cotton is currently worth less than tobacco. So tobacco it is. I think there was another one of those that we hadn't built on. Up here somewhere. Maybe up in this land? Nope. It's all built up. I swear there was one here somewhere a while ago. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just thinking things. Okay. Let's then move on to the next turn, I think. Everything's done. And in the next turn, I think some of our troops will be replenished. Oh, there was a Spanish navy that was carrying troops. Ooh, that's interesting. Not sure what all these gentlemen are doing, wondering about. It's not really very useful to do that for the AI, so it doesn't make much sense. Not unless they're going to try and duel us. Like try and kill some of my own agents, but that's not really what they're trying to do. They're just sort of running backwards and forwards, so I don't really understand why they're doing that. I was just thinking, actually, we need to keep an eye on the age of the gentleman that spawned in Newfoundland, because if he's really old and he dies, then it allows the Inuit to take that settlement up there. Okay, so we have a building constructed. That is wonderful. Where was that fleet? It's here. The army, like, ooh, that's quite a nasty army, actually. The fleet's damaged as hell, though. Successful mission, lovely, and trait gained. The kinetic theory of gases. A bold new theory on the nature of gases has been hypothesized by the physicist and mathematician Daniel Bernoulli. In his work Hydrodynamica, the Dutch-born academic outlines a kinetic theory of gases, overturning Sir Isaac Newton's theory that gas pressure is derived from static repulsion between its molecules, and suggesting instead that it is caused by the frequency of collisions of gas molecules, which are in fact moving in every conceivable direction. By extension, heat is derived from the kinetic energy of gas molecules, stimulated into rapid motion by a release of energy into the system. This new understanding will doubtless aid the researches of other scientists, leading to many practical advances as yet unforeseen. Very cool. Right. New town emerged. Let's go ahead and build that up. And another one. Lovely. And our recruitment is done. Right, that's going to definitely affect our income. But we do have a second rate that I might demonstrate against this bomb catch. That would be quite fun, wouldn't it? But what I am also going to do is move to the Americas, because I need my navy over there as soon as possible. If I come off of this... Ooh, I can't afford to do that. Okay, we're going to have to stay on there. We went down to minus 2,000 just by moving off that. That's pretty disgusting. Yeah, I'll definitely demonstrate this second rate against the Maratha Confederacy, but not in this episode, because unfortunately it has been my time. So I am gonna leave it here. In the next episode, we'll make that small naval engagement. I'll also probably have to use this second rate to transport this huge army over to Cagliari, and just hope for the best in terms of naval engagements, because it's very likely that we're going to get attacked if we don't have many ships. I guess what we could do maybe is split this army, or split this navy a little bit, so we maintain the blockade but also have enough ships so that the army is safe, because the last thing I want is the navy to then die and the army to go with it. That would be awful. So that's what we're going to be kind of trying to look to do in the next episode. We'll also be keeping a good eye on the Spanish army in the Americas. But for now, that's all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.